right, Truth and Love, welcome back to another segment of Let's Talk About It. I'm Brother RJ, and we are sitting here with the lovely, the beautiful singer herself, Miss Letitia Lewis.
Hey, Truth and Love.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's get into this. How was your resurrection weekend this weekend?
It was really great. I really enjoyed it, just celebrating the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That, not only did he die, but he rose again.
Rose
So that's what I'm excited
like Pastor say. Early. Yeah, I can't sing, so I ain't gonna hit them notes like that. We ain't gonna do that. But I mean, all right. So check this out. Let's get into it, because today we had two services. Two services. We had 8:30 and 11:15. 11:15 for all those who talk proper. 11:15. Me, I'm gonna say 11:15. So with that being said, 8:30 was so awesome because all of our services we start off. I'm talking about that prayer, getting into, like setting the atmosphere.
Absolutely.
For praise and worship to be able to go up there and to do, I'm like usher in the presence of God. So I'm talking about a phenomenal job from the prayer to the praise team. And then here came that word. Ooh, that word. Now, 8:30 service, we talked about I've got nothing to lose. That kind of reminded me of that movie that Martin played in. Nothing to lose. It hit me. I was like, I got nothing to lose. But one of the points that Pastor hit on, he hit on so many different points. So with that being said, this is what we're going to do real quick. Station identification. We're going to send you to www.truthandlove.tv. Check that out.
Check
us out on @TruthAndLoveJax. That's at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Man, look here. Get your plug in.
Yes.
Don't forget, post, tag, and share. Let somebody know what's going on. We trying to expand. We trying to increase. We doing some things for the kingdom of God. All right, so now we're back. All right, so that message, nothing to lose. When Pastor hit on, a good thing becomes a bad thing.
Right.
If it becomes a substitute for the best thing. Now, Pastor done broke down that word so good. I'm talking about he done broke the word down. You talking about you want to come somewhere and get some edification where the word is broken down. It's almost like your 3-year-old can you know what? Man, I understand what Pastor's saying.
Yeah.
Because when I was growing up, it was like, man, I don't know what that pastor talking about.
What they talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't saying nothing I want to hear. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, so check this out. We're gonna get into the next one because these kind of like coincided with each other.
Absolutely.
They really coincided. But his next message was, do you know him?
Do you?
Sis, tell me a little bit about that.
Do you know him? I was like, wow. And then you have to really ask yourself, like, do I know him? Sometimes we think we know him, but do we really know him? And, when Pastor made that point, that is knowing him is to know him personally.
Right.
And how do you get to know someone personally? You have to spend time with them.
You got to spend time with them.
So that's the only way you're going to get to know a person, if you spend time with them.
You got to spend time. I mean, you talking about time in prayer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not just time in prayer, but sometimes you got to just sit, you know what I'm saying, in that place where you would just like.
Just you and God.
Just you and God. Get to that quiet place.
Yes.
And like you say, that's the one you're going. I mean, think about if you dating somebody.
Absolutely.
In order for you to be able to get to know them, you got to spend time with them.
Absolutely.
You got to spend time. You got to be able to understand, okay, what makes them tick, what's going on, how it's going on. I mean, how their day was. You got to find out all these different things. And for us, it's like, okay, well, do I know him?
Right.
Because so many of us, like Pastor say, we come to church.
Right.
But we're in the church. The church is not in us.
Right.
So the thing is, you have to be positioned.
Oh, that was good. That was so good when he said you have to be positioned. Because we just can be, sometimes we just get to a place where we're just here. But are we actually positioned in Christ?
Come on.
You know, can other people see that? Like, ooh, there's something about that person. Like they've been
Ooh.
walking with God.
They've
They
been
spent
walking.
time
That's it.
with God.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how you know him personally. When you know him personally,
Come on.
other people will be able to see that you know him personally because about your walk and the way you talk, the way you move, the way you interact with other people. So that's how you know him, because they'll know that he's in you, that he has positioned himself in you.
You know what? I think we ought to sign her up for the next time we preaching, cause she got some word in her now. She don't let it fool you. You know what I'm saying? Another one was being positioned in him produces boldness.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, you know what I'm saying, when you walk, you know how when you walk in fear,
Right.
it's almost like you walking on eggshells. You know what I'm saying? So when you bold in the things of God and you're positioned correctly, then you can walk, you know what I'm saying, with your head up, with your shoulders out broad,
Right.
your chest poked out. Say it with your chest. You can do all these different things, and at the same time, it produces boldness within you. So now you're not afraid when somebody come at you with something, and you're like, you know what? Hold on, that's not what the word says. That's not how it says.
Right.
You know. So another one, being positioned in Him produces the ability to refresh others.
Refreshing others. And we always need that, being able to produce, able to finish, because we always want to finish, whatever that the Lord has started in us, we want to be able to complete it. And sometimes we're not able to complete it because we're trying to lean on our own understanding. We're trying to do it our way. We're not acknowledging him. Sometimes we'll be like, oh God, I got it. Let me handle it from here. But we want to be able to finish.
You're right.
And God always wants us to finish what he has, the good work that he has started. He wants us to be able to finish it.
You got to be able to finish that. You got to be able to finish that. She right, man. She on it. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to let her just take control because she is running it. I'm talking about this thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, finish him.
Finish.
Another one. Positioning him produces strength.
Yes.
Produces strength. Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might.
Yes.
Ephesians 6:10. For all those who didn't know, read your Bible. Check this out. It's the English Standard Version. But I'm talking about that strength to be able to carry on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even when you feel like you're weary.
Absolutely.
Even when you feel like you're going through so many different things, your trials, your tribulations, your issues, your situations, your circumstances, whatever it is, it produces, positioning him produces strength.
Right.
To be able to carry on, to be, like you said,
Absolutely.
to refresh, to be able to help others.
Yeah.
To pray for, to pray with, to uplift, to build, to encourage,
Right.
all those different things.
Yes.
I'm talking about, man.
Yes. Being positioned in him produces righteousness. And, we want to be right. We want to be in right standing with God. And that's something that I always say, Lord, let me be in right standing with you. I don't ever want to say, I tell people I want to be on bad terms with God. I want, anytime I go to God, I can go to him and I don't have all this stuff that, I haven't, asked for forgiveness about. I haven't repented about. I always want to go with a clear conscience, a clear mind.
Right,
so you want to be in right standing with God. And so the more you get to know him and the more you spend time with him, he'll correct those things, those areas in your life that needs some fine tuning. He'll point those things out so that we can be in right standing.
That's right.
No, we're not perfect, but we're trying to be more like Christ.
That's it.
In everything that we do and everything that we say. So it's a progress, but we should continue. Pastor always said we should have some used tos. Like I used to do this.
That's it.
I used to do that. Some things we shouldn't do no more that we used to do. That's what we're pressing to do that. Pastor talked about pressing today too. We're pressing toward the mark
of the high calling in Christ Jesus. That's
Absolutely.
It. That is it. Ooh. You know what? I'm telling you, we're gonna sign up. She's gonna be preaching in the next one. She's gonna put out there and get that word. I mean, with like you saying that whole righteousness thing. You know what I'm saying? So many of us, we don't want to. We call it judgment when somebody criticizes us,
right?
Or when somebody bring us the word. First thing we say is, "Man, don't judge me." But if you're positioned correctly, then you will have that righteousness. So when someone do come to you, you won't take it as they're judging you. You won't take it as they're talking negative or bad about you. You take it as, you know what, that's in love.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, you got to think about it. When you're a child and you're growing up and your parent tell you something, for the most part, let's just be honest. Most of us ain't want to hear nothing our parents had to tell us.
They know what they was talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Man, you don't know. You live back then. You don't know what's going on now. You don't know what's happening. But I mean, if you look at it, it's the same aspect. When somebody
Yeah.
comes telling you something, don't look at it as they're judging you. Look at it as just someone who loves you, they care about you,
Absolutely.
so they come in to help correct you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And they coming at you with the word. Now, I mean, you know, so many people do monopolize that and, you know, try to get you to do other things outside of what God has called you to do. But if you're positioning him, then you're going to have that righteousness. You know, and Pastor speak about that.
Right.
One of his quotes was, righteousness can't be produced, but rather it is provided.
Right. That was like deep, because he was like, we can't make ourselves righteous. And I was like, you know what? He right. We can't.
Yeah.
We can't make ourselves righteous.
We can't. We cannot.
That was very good. I was like, okay. And I think it's just important anytime that pastor put nuggets, it should always cause us to pause, always cause us to like evaluate ourselves and examine ourselves and say, do I do this? Do I think this way? So very
Man,
good.
you know
Very
what?
good.
You're right about that. Because how many of us come to church, and when the pastor's speaking, first thing we do is, I can't wait to tell so-and-so about this message.
Ooh, we do that. Oh, wish such and such was here.
Yeah. Ooh, where she at? She should have heard this.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to send this to so-and-so. Many times that word be for you.
Absolutely. Most times it be
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. You right. Because I'm sitting there like, if you got to think like this, I wish so-and-so was here, that word for you.
Absolutely.
That word is for you. It's for you to get positioned in him. So that way, you know what I'm saying? Another one is knowing him is to be planted by his power. So when you're planted, you'll be able to have that power
Right.
to be able to do what he has called you to do. You know, and
Absolutely.
that's so important because you don't want to be outside of God's will. You want to do
No.
what he has called you to do. You want to be purposeful. I'm talking about Pastor Cobie Nesbitt and Lady C. I mean, you know, don't forget her story. Check that out. That's every
Right.
Saturday,
Absolutely.
6 p.m. Get your. I'm telling you now, her story. I'm gonna look over my glass. Them old people do. I ain't gonna do this. I'm gonna do this him.
Hustler.
Her story at 6 p.m. on every Saturday. You need to check it out.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about the word, the nuggets that our pastors give, and I mean it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean it is truly phenomenal. So I mean we're not gonna take all your time. We're gonna give you maybe a few more nuggets, but knowing him is to know that I have a partner. You know what I'm saying? And that's so important to have a partner in Jesus. Knowing him is to have a press. Like you said, a pressing in your spirit. You got to be able to press.
Absolutely.
You know.
And as you grow and have a relationship, the pastor was saying that we should always want to press as we learn more and more about him. We should all like, oh, I just can't get enough. We got to get to that point where we just can't get enough of God. And like RJ was saying, when you dating somebody and you really like them, you want to see them all the time. You want to spend all your time with them. You want to talk to them on the phone. And that's how it should be with God.
Exactly.
But even more, okay, because he died for us. So we should always want to press and find out more about him, his lights, his characteristics, everything about him. And we can do that by trying to know him personally, right?
That's it. Oh, man.
Absolutely.
But you know what, though? Look, listen. Listen, Linda, listen. So, again, this has been another segment of Let's Talk About It. I'm Brother RJ. This here is the fabulous Sister Letitia Lewis. Don't forget, check us out on all our social media sites.
Check us out.
You know what I'm saying? Post, tag, and share. We thank you guys for watching.
You.
Don't forget, jump on. Matter of fact, how about you come? Come and join us in service.
Yes.
Come and join us. We have Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Start at 10. Don't forget, we always have Thursdays, Thursday noonday for all those who work at night, or you right now you like in between jobs.
Right.
It's okay. Come on out. Check us out. And for all them men, Man Cave Monday tomorrow night.
Right.
Check us out, Man Cave. Come on out, man. But with that being said, you guys be blessed. And here comes the church.